Five retired geologists of the Geological Survey of India, with their spouses and few friends, visited the Andaman group of islands, the southernmost part of the country and probably the most picturesque. The objective of this trip was to put the Andaman Nicobar Islands on the geotourism map of India and the world. The Andaman Nicobar Islands represent the squeezed and folded layers of plastic-like rocks which were developed in the forearc setting due to multiple thrusting. Spiced with stories of India's independence struggle, chaste cultural antiquity of Adivasi settlers, demonstrating a link of the subcontinent with the continent of Africa, the proliferation of biodiversity, and live volcanoes spewing ash and gas make an attractive collage for a geopark. The breathtaking natural beauty of Kalapathar beach against the sands and blue waves define the landscape of Swaraj Deep, so named after the historical event that the Indian flag was first hoisted at Subhash Chandra Bose on this island. The story of the Baratang, meaning 12 legs, goes back millions of years when the limestones were deposited deep in the ocean and were brought up by the collision of the Burmese plate with the Indian plate. Subsequent erosion and the architecture made by the trickling waters has given the caves the beautiful natural architecture, the stalactites trickling down from the rooftop. Here, and the picturesque natural beauty of these caves, one would not miss the little birds flying in and out of the caves. These swiftlets, they make their nests which are edible. These nests are rich in protein with a few other ingredients. This is a delicacy in Chinese cuisine. Andaman fish, dramatically seen in the North Bay Islands, have hewn the majority of the landscape in the South Andaman Islands and in some parts of Middle and North Andaman Islands too, and are again have been raised from the seabed. Ophiolites of Munda Pahar, Badmash Pahar, interesting name, isn't it? Probably this Badmash Pahar derives its name from the fact that many prisoners sent to the Andaman, and it was called Kalapani. The Corbin's Cove pillow lavas. These pillow lavas are diagnostic of the fact that the lava has gone into the sea and cooled. That's why the structure which resembles our pillow. These are deep-seated rocks. They represent the magma from deep down below, as deep as 30 kilometers. And they were again exhumed by the activity of the Burmese plate. These ophiolites are intersliced with the marine sedimentary rocks. Let's visualize that certain of these magma was coming up into the seabed where already sediment layers had formed, so they got some kind of an interslicing one between the other. I recall a very novel experience which I had for the first time traveling through the length and breadth of this country for the last several decades. We started from our camps early in the morning, as early as 3:34, to go to the Baratang caves. The route passes through beautiful virgin forests. However, these are occupied by some of the most primitive tribes anywhere in the world. And the government has imposed such restrictions to protect the identity of these tribal that a convoy of 30 vehicles is allowed to pass through, escorted by sufficient security, and you are not permitted to either stop your vehicle or get down from your car or try to have any communication with the tribal. Occasionally you do encounter these tribals waiting on the roadside, many times hoping that they would get some food from the so-called civilized part of the country. We desisted from any such kind of a temptation. One novelty is that even in the daytime, there's the vibrant sounds of the cricket that greets you in this virgin forest. One part of the islands which is out of bounds, of course, including the barren island, where civilians are not permitted unless you are on some kind of an official assignment to visit the barren islands. But there's another island, the Sentinel Island, the southernmost of the Andaman group of islands. One another area which is out of bounds to the tourists is the Sentinel Island, inhabited by one of the most primitive tribes of the continent. And these tribes are totally secluded. The approach of the government of India is to ensure their safety, at the same time distancing ourselves from them so that we do not impinge upon their lifestyle and living. So this is another novelty of the Sentinel Islands and the Andaman Nicobar Islands. There's much more to see. There is an endless array of pictures, beauty, which we hope to see in years to come.